Hi there, and thanks for checking out this small tutorial on Zoom. For today's 2-minute video, I'm going to show you very quickly how the chat function works in Zoom. There's some great little changes you can make which gives you some flexibility over what you want to control and also what you want your learners to see and do within the chat function. So as you can see, we've got Zoom platform set up at the moment, and I've got a second laptop logged in so it can show you the transmission between the two people in the room. And of course, if you've got more people in there, then you'll see a lot more happening. First thing you need to do is down on your bottom. If you're not in screen sharing mode, then you'll see your chat function across the bottom of the screen. If you are in screen sharing mode, and please check out that video as well, you'll see a different toolbar across the top of your monitor. If you click the chat function, that will either pop up in a box over on your right hand side. If you are in screen sharing mode, then it will pop up as a separate box that you can move around and say a bit of flexibility, place it wherever you feel is going to be great for your environment as the host. At the moment, the chat function is set to everyone, so if I type a message in there, everybody in my room can see that message. And I've got my second laptop logged in down here, and I can respond to that message and it'll pop up in the screen. And this is something that everybody can now see. As the host, you've got a couple of selections to choose from in the chat. So the 3 dots down here, if you click those, you can disable chat completely by clicking no one. So that means nobody will be able to chat in the room. You can do host only, which means your learners, your delegates in the room can chat with you only, which is great for managing questions, I suppose. If you're doing some sort of conferencing webinar where you're speaking a lot, then the questions come directly through to you and you can monitor those questions. You can choose everybody publicly, so whoever's talking, whoever's using the chat function, everybody in that room can see what's going on, and everyone publicly and privately, so that allows your learners in the room to send private messages. So there's some great stuff you can do with this. There's also a few things you need to be a little bit careful of, especially with publicly and privately. If you do have quite a lot of people in your room, and I want to send a message privately to Ken's second laptop, and you can now see it says private, then there is only me and the other person who can see that. If you've got a number of other delegates also chatting to everyone, then these messages are going to get mixed up. So you'll find yourself scrolling backwards and forwards to see where these messages are coming in from. So it's a great little function. It can get a little bit messy. And as a big top tip, I would always check this blue box here to see who you are sending that message to. The last thing you want, if it's something that is specifically for another person in the room, is for everybody to see that. Okay? There's some functions you can use in the back office of Zoom. You can enable or disable chat save. So if you do want to save any messages in there, like questions, for example, if you're hosting a webinar, then you can get a download of the chat that has happened in that room, or you can disable that. Finally, the other thing in the chat is the file transfer. This is great if you are doing any kind of annotation work, and again, check out a video on annotations for that. You can instantly save it when you are finished with those whiteboards or whatever you've done, and you can send it out to everybody while you're in the room. And your learners can do the same thing if you allocate file sharing to them. So thanks for watching this brief video. Very quick and brief introduction to the chat. Have a go, try the different settings, see what works for you, and we'll see you back on another video. Thanks, take care, see you soon.